Night, everybody. How is everybody doing this Labor Day night? It's Labor Day, right? It's Labor Day night, guys. Welcome into my channel. This is Trev from Treversons, and tonight we are going to have our little Monday night chat. And I found a topic for us to talk about. We are going to talk about whether or not the views of this alleged, I didn't hear Kim Kardashian say it, but it is alleged, I've seen on several news outlets, that she's upset that Kanye is having a child with his current wife, and she doesn't want her kids to have any half siblings. She's not happy that she's not happy that her children are going to be siblings to to other children of their father who were birthed by a different mother. I want to talk about that because I know that it is an experience that many of us have gone through. Many of us have siblings that are, we're not the same mom, we're not the same dad. It's like it's a common assault in our community. We don't worry about it. It doesn't cause us any stress unless the individuals, of course, are quite perplexing to our peace. Other than that, we don't mind. A lot of us are happy to have more sisters and more brothers, but some people aren't. Some people find it to be hurtful, maybe to their ego, to their existence. I'm not sure. The amazing M&G is here. How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Thank you. It's been a holiday. I slept out the whole day. You know, I've been tired as a goose. I don't worked all weekend. Night shift. I've been tired as a goose. And I came home and I just knocked the couch up. And I slept, slept. And now I'm up. I'm like, I got to get on. It's Monday night. I should have come on 2 hours ago and be getting ready to get off now. But anywho, I am here. So guys, just as I am without one plea, take me as I am. You are so welcome, my darling Emma. Anytime and every time, my love. You know how the love runs deep between us. Mwah! Yes, 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 guys. And say hi to my little JJ for me, please. So, guys, so as I was saying, Kim Kardashian isn't happy that Kanye has impregnated his new wife, and this child is going to be her children's half siblings. No, no, let me say this. Hold on, let me put this. All right. I just needed a little bit more off the fan. It's a cool evening, but you know, when you're my age, you know, even the wind is blowing through the window. It is nice and cool. Sister here still gets a little hot. I mean, yeah, hot and hot. And so I gotta have the Dyson blowing that ice air on me to just cool me down and calm me down. You all know if you are not over the age of 30, you can't say anything. You don't know nothing about this. Maybe if you're over 40, you may. But if you don't know nothing about this, don't say a word. Okay? Those of us up here, we know what's going on. We know. Okay? So anyway, as I was saying, you know, in my culture, how I grew up with siblings. Um, oh, you like the hairdo? I just put a little headband around it. You know, I'm gonna fix it up next week. I'm gonna help me fix it up next week. Cause I want it next week. I want it up so. and I want it to add some ear to it and turn it round. So, yeah, and bring it all the way up. So, in a one ponytail and put some more hair on it and make it. Me say me want to do it in a one style, but you know, so I got hairdresser. These two hands, yeah, these two hands me use to everything. So, me I go get some black twist to fix it up. No, worry yourself, we go fix it up. Some hairpin, some gel. Me have gel. Me just need some other little things. Hairspray, me have and those things. Yeah, I'll fix it up nicely. And I'm not telling you yet about what's gonna happen, but we're going to be on the journey with me. But I'm not telling you yet, because I don't want to burst the bubbles. All right, I don't want to burst. Yeah, this one look good. This one I wear all the time. But next week is going to be next. Yeah, next week, the week after that, yeah, me I go occasion it up. You don't know what I mean? Yeah, me I go occasion it up. Me and una go occasion it up together. All right. I look for my sister Money and Money. What's up? So, oh, you're right. The topic make it sound like she not to be upset. The thing is, I'm not saying she's not supposed to be upset if she wants to be upset. But my take on it is that is like, what's the point? I hardly know of anybody. I can probably count on one hand the number of people that I know who don't have outside siblings, whether it is by their mom or their dad. So it is my experience. I have outside siblings. My mom has children. We are not all the same dad. My dad has children. We are not all the same mom. It seems to me it's, oh, you would be fuming. Oh, that is rather interesting, my sister. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about that. But the thing is, Monia, he is no longer her husband. They are divorced. She's free to live her life however she sees fit. He's free to live his life no matter how he sees fit. And if he has remarried and he's with somebody else, no, Monia, no, 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 no. Let's get back to business. They are divorced. Okay? They are divorced. She does not want him, however, to have any more kids with your be but yes, listen, sister, me not think you're behind more than me. Because my friends I said, but Trev, you the on social media blogging and vlogging or whatever. Oh, you so behind. Me tell you something behind. If somebody know maybe send me something, a lot of times I don't see what's going on. My eggplant down, me have one book here, so me I read to me need to start read online. But I just me not know. And I have the phone and I will look on the phone, but like I will say, all right, I got 5 minutes for Facebook. I click over Facebook, I got 5 minutes, not 6. 5 minutes. And if you pop up in that 5 minutes, kudos to you. If you do not pop up within that 5 minutes, I see you that day. And if I go back tomorrow and I put 5 minutes over there and I don't see you, I just don't see you. People say, oh, I don't see you on Facebook. I'm not going to be, I can't sit over on Facebook for an hour, for 2 hours. No, I look 5 minutes and I'm out. And worse, because Facebook keep blocking me, I don't even pay mind. 5 minutes and I'm gone. All right. I start teasing Facebook, putting a little bit of videos here, videos there to see what's going to happen. Well, I haven't seen anything happen there, but me know as soon as me start post regularly, them are gonna shut me down again. But anywho, I am saying that I'm just like you, baby. If I come over YouTube and something don't pop up on my recommended, or if I'm going down and I don't see it, I just don't see it. And the same thing with TikTok. I go over TikTok and I'm like, all right, TikTok sometimes we spend a little bit more time. So I might be over TikTok for maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, I will admit I might be over there for 30 minutes and I'll scroll down and it's just what I see, who I see, and then I'm gone. If you never pop up, I never see you. I'm gone again. Yeah. Oh, so you're not alone with the behind, my love. I am behind too. Yes, I am behind too, but that is that is me too. A lot of time people say, Trev, didn't you hear that? Me say, well, my friend called me not too long ago and he said, Trev, I'm calling you because you hear that a lady in Jamaica um took the life of her husband. They're like in their 70s because the husband didn't put her on the will. I said, and I go on there look, and I haven't seen anything about it. So I don't know. He said he saw it somewhere, Glean or somewhere. I haven't seen it anywhere. But I might look it up. It might be something I might cover, but I'm picky and choosy and about what I yeah. But anyway, um juicing with Jay. What's up? How are you doing, juicing with Jay? Good to see you. Good to see you, my love. Yes, Manea. My friend called me not too long ago and was asking me if I saw it, and I still haven't seen it. I if I don't see it like on JY or on Juba Ends, oftentimes I might see things pop up like on Soul Flow, Dawson Speak, Popeyes. Other than that, I hardly see stuff like pop up like that. But it is what it is. That might become major news tomorrow because I know there are other things that's going on. I can't, I can't keep up. I can't keep up at all. I can't keep up. But Juicing with Jay is in the house. How are you doing, my brother? That is my friend Jay, Juicing with Jay, guys. If you all are here and you are not connected with my friend Juicing with Jay, you all don't know what y'all be missing. Right, Jay? But anyway, let's get back to the topic of Kim K being upset that Kanye is is having a child with his new wife, and her children are going to have this half sibling. It's funny because I had first, when I saw how fast she was popping them children, I said, I said to myself, okay, so I guess she's just gonna have, all these children. That was my thought. Like, well, they want to have a lot of babies and stuff. But it is weird now. Not well now I understand maybe why she wanted to have all those children, because she was trying to protect a fallacy. She was trying to protect something. She was trying to protect something. So if I have this many children, they have four together. So I guess it was like, if I have this many children for him, then he will not want to have another child because this is a lot. So I won't have to worry about it. Well, that's where you go wrong, because even women, if you are married and you have a certain number of children with your spouse, and you and your spouse separate, divorce, and you're gone your separate way, and you are still young, and you still want to have children, or you meet somebody who maybe doesn't have children and want to have children, you'll be inclined to want to have children with their new husband. Because I mean, take me for example. When I got married, the last marriage, I had four kids already. A lot of people say, "Oh, don't have no more. Oh, don't get pregnant again." But then my husband wanted a child in the marriage, so I said, "Oh God, that was tough for me." And I said, "Oh Jesus, I really don't want to have another child." One, the social stigma, the configuration. I did not want to have another child. But he insisted, and he said, "Well, I'm your husband, and I mean, you have kids for other people. They didn't marry you, and I married you, and why not? Why you can't have my kid and I'm your husband?" So because I hadn't cut and snipped or removed the cradle, I went along. Now we see how that turned out. But I have a beautiful child out of it. So I don't even go there. I don't even think about it. So so I can understand. I can perfect. She didn't want to be a baby mama. Well, she didn't want to be a baby mama, and now she don't want to be a stepmama. What in the world is our problem? What in the world is her problem? You can control your life, but you cannot control somebody else's life. Not even your children. You cannot control somebody else's life. So you cannot tell the man that after we have divorced, you better not have no picnic with nobody else. You know? You better not have no picnic with no. How dare you? You can't tell the man that. The man is free to have more children with whomever he wants. So there's no reason for you to be losing your marbles and dropping your britches about it. Just get with the program. And the funny thing about stuff like that, guys, I always find that these siblings that are of different parentage, oftentimes they make great company for each other. Anybody in the chat have a sibling who you only share with whom you only share one parent? I have siblings with whom I share only one parent. I mean, by my mother's side, that is a perfect not, but like the ones that are by my father's side, we don't go in the same household, we don't go with the same values, we don't. So we kind of. I don't. There are many, but I don't have any one that is like to me. I love my siblings, but we don't grow together. So and over the years I have one sister that's my dad's child that yeah, she and I have we have our ins and outs, ups and downs, but yeah. But then there are the others that I don't see speak to, hear of. Kind of very weird. Where's he? Oh, Sister Winsome is here. Winsome, what's up? What Winsome says so now? If you and the man not together, you should not care. Exactly, Winsome. If you and the man are not together, why you care about who the man are gonna sleep? So the man must do. Just pause his life for you because you don't want him to have any more children with anybody else. So he should pause his life for you. When he was with you, he hadn't paused his life for you. So now that he is not with you, you really, really want him to pause his life to accommodate your ideals? Girl, sit down one side and make sure when you sit down, you don't sit down in courage. And stop foolishness on my head. He is going to be another Nick. Well, he might be, and that second name you called there, that name you called there, he's off the chain. He's out of control. He is not gonna stop. And there are women lining up. There are women lining up to have a baby by Nick Cannon. Don't make no one force you to do something you don't want to do. I don't care who it is. No means no, no, don't mean yes. There you go, George. Mr. Jojo can't straighten up. Me say, if I love you one more time, Mr. Joe. When some say, chill, she don't want the money to share. But the funny thing is, she has bukus of money. He has bukus of money. I think he pays what, 200,000 a month? I think he pays $200,000 a month. It took me 5 years to work that. And him pay that every 30 days. Every 30 days he pays must be $200,000 a month for the 4 children. You understand? So, and it's not like she's broke. She's a multi-millionaire. So the kids are not suffering. The kids are not hungry. They are not homeless. The chances that they'll ever be homeless are pretty slim. What is our problem? I think she's a control freak. She wants to control the man. You can't control the man. Oh, you text me on the gram. Which number? Which gram you text me? Oh, me not see it. Me not see it, sister. No, they text me on Facebook. It isn't on Instagram. Instagram. Mm. Okay, me will check you out later, sister Winsor. Me not see it, but me check it out later. Me see Jay says something. Jay says, I feel you. I'm not that close with my siblings, but I'm the youngest with a different father. All right. I'm close with my siblings or by my mom. Yeah. We are not all the same dad, but I mean we are close. The ones on my father's side, though, that's another story for another date and time. When some say maybe she's jealous, quite possibly she's jealous. And when I started to see it, I started to think, are there more women out there who think that way? That once they have had children for the man, he's supposed to not have kids by anybody else? Is it is it a pervasive thought, or is she just one loop away from a roller coaster? What is it? Wanna tell me the number two? Oh, the number two. There go your text me. No worry, me soon find it. Andrea is here. Andrea, good evening to you, my love. How are you doing? Happy Monday to you, my dear. You know, so today is America's Labor Day. So all of you been working, me labor for sleeping today. Yes, it's American Labor Day, and it is the first day of school for the new school year in Jamaica. And the children are out, and people, adults, when you are out and you see the children, when you see the children out, if you can help them, help them. If you cannot help them, don't hurt them. Okay? I see Kenzie is in out. Secret lover. That's what you are. Leave me alone, Kenzie. Leave me alone. You notice that she can't control. Um she dash way. That's why she has a lot of oh Jesus, Jay. Jay is dropping it hot this evening. Jay is dropping it hot. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even gonna touch on that, about the number of exes she has. She apparently wants to live up to a certain ideology, and we find not just her, but there are lots of people want to live up to that particular ideology where their kids must be for the same man. They must somebody must marry them, whatever cost. And that is why you find people be married like 8 times. Elizabeth Taylor was married 8 times. You find people be married 8 times. You find people be married multiple times, because in some people's mind, it is not okay for you to say, I was with John, unless I was married to John. And I don't know, the name John came to mind. I mean, but it is what it is, people. And that is why some people force themselves and force others to jump into marriage, because they want to say, oh, well, he is my husband. So does it make it any different if you are married 5 times, or if you have, or if this is your fifth relationship without marriage? Doesn't really matter. Five is five. If people are going to start counting, taking head counts, and so five is five. You notice that? Okay, I read that already. Trev, you go on like you live there. Like, believe where. Saniki is here. Saniki, what's up, my darling sister? How are you doing? All right, there is Saniki in the chat, my lovely loves. When you see San, those of you not connected with Saniki yet, no need to go connect with her and see juicing with Jay there. I mean, I know most of you are already connected with the amazing M&G Yard Foods, everybody else, all the content creators who are here in the chat. Yeah, I want to make sure I go connect with them. And those of you who are ardent supporters, please make sure you support the people them that are deading up themselves to make videos and come live to chat with y'all. So Ricky there, so Ricky rolled up in the place. So Ricky rolled up in the place. Ricky rolled up and him in a crocker's bag. Right, Ricky? Me know why I'm having the crocker's bag though. Yes, yes, yes. 2 sprat and 3 octopus. Ricky, what's up? Happy Monday to you, my love. How are you doing? Yeah, I come this evening to come chat. I come this evening to come chat about people in business, cause you know me not chat people business all the time. But me chat people business sometime, cause as my sister would have said, them I chat for you too. My sister always said them I chat for my business too, so nothing wrong if me chat for them. Who this text me now? Somebody text me. Who this text me? I know you. Or somebody just text me. Who this? But me know that's somebody, yeah. Alright, man, I forgot to figure out that who. We figure out that who later, but me don't know who that person is right, you know. Okay. Alright, alright. Snap on me having at the bag. Snap on you having at the bag. Alright, beg you too. No worry, when we come back south, you have to give me two of them snapper there, yeah, man. Cause wow. Joseph, what's up? How are you doing? Happy Monday evening to you guys. If you're just coming into the live, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button and share the stream. Invite your friends to come on over and let us talk because I want to find out if there are more people. I'm going to bring this up over TikTok because I need to find out if there are more people who feel the same way as Kim Kardashian, who feel that their loved one, their ex shouldn't sleep with anybody else, should not sleep with, but shouldn't have kids with anybody else. What do they think, or what do you think is going to happen? How do you think this is going to negatively impact your life moving forward or the lives of your children? What is wrong? And to think about it, come to think about it, how Kim Kardashian are gonna vex say Kanye was having baby with his new wife. Her mom got 2 sets of children. You understand? Her mom got 2 sets of children. So what? She wants to invalidate because there's the Kardashians and then there's the Jenners. Is she going to invalidate the presence of her Jenner sisters? No. So what's wrong? And you know the funny thing is the children could end up growing up and forming the most indomitable bond that could ever exist between siblings. That could happen. You understand? So I don't see how she would what she would expect to gain from it by trying to by even being mad about it. Did she hope? Was she hoping against hope that they could reconcile and get back together? I thought she said he was too controlling and he was this and that, the other and the third. Did she really want to be divorced from him, but still having such an influence on his life that whatever he's doing moving forward, he has to take her opinions into consideration? Huh? I wish I could have one ex who would take my opinions, that would take my opinions about what he should do with his life, even though we are no longer together. What out a piece of something? Hell would have freeze over. Hell would have freeze over. Let me see what this is going here. So, pass crazy. Exactly. Them pass crazy. Sadiki says she don't watch them people. Me not watch them either, no. Me not follow them up. But things come across my eyesight sometimes. Not everything, but things come across my eyesight sometimes, and this was definitely one of them that came across my eyesight. And I stopped and said, hmm, hmm, how interesting. How interesting. No, was it into Trev, we done on the part, so we're free. Exactly, buddy. Exactly. The ride is over, literally and figuratively. The ride is over. We are done. It is over. You go your way. I go my way. You live your life how you see fit, and I live my life how I see fit. And these kinds of obsessions, when people express themselves to be so obsessed with another human being, some oftentimes it don't end good. Don't bring yourself to that place where you are so obsessed with another human being. I have loved people like down deep, deep inside of my soul. I have loved people, wanted only the best for them, gone out of my way for them. But but it's not an obsession, because when it done, it done. It's like me can just go along in my heart and just pick out the part that's all that was for you and just flip it right out. And you go on your way and me go on my way. I mean, I lose my temper or my soul over anybody. See, Kenzie says, see, someone a prayer. Text Trev, see who says there is no love. Eh? What you say, Kenzie? What you saying? Eh? Are you a text me? Me don't know. Some people are text but I don't know who them be. When me done this, me have to go search them up. Me have to go search them up and see who them be. Yeah. But anyway, Jappy is here. Jappy is here, guys. You see my brother Jappy right there, so. Don't forget to follow Jappy Sports Talk, because remember, Jappy bring us all of the latest sports. Even though Jappy sometimes you never know what they go on in our sports. When some she up in our chat, she's here. She's here somewhere up in the chat. Yeah, she up in the chat and up in my business. As always. But that's right where she belongs. So guys, here is my brother Jappy from Jappy Sports Talk. And don't forget to go and support my brother there. Because I tell you, if it's not for Jappy, I don't know what is going on in the world of sports. You understand? Tell me say, what not sport? Let me jump over Jappy. Go look and see what's going on over there. It's over there, me see all the race and the running and the cricket and the soccer and the netball and all those things. Sometimes I just leave it running and listening to it, because me not have the time to sit down and watch it. Me have to keep, okay. Me have to just keep it running So me can hear Jappy telling me what's happening and who happening. These new names that I hear you talking about in cricket, Jappy though, and new people them yeah, from my all the people them from my time already retire. All the people from West Indies team, English team, um, I wish other team play cricket. Australia play cricket, New Zealand play cricket, West Indies play cricket, Pakistan play cricket, India play cricket, South Africa play cricket. I must go in the place where we play cricket. And all the people from my time already retire. So when me I listen to you, the names them, I don't want to appear new people. Oh, money I say she lost when it come on to sport. When me too, but me have to go over Jappy go listen. Yeah, me have to go over there go listen, of course. When Jappy I talk about all that is going on. Where is Card? You know, so she probably in the background there listen. Let me tell you, so yeah, she probably in the background there listen and say, watch me, I go stay right there so and listen. Me soon hear them ask me. And then me I go just come out like a wrecking ball. If him not calling, Brian and the team, him not calling. Oh my gosh. I don't even know that money. Me don't know anyone past Sunil. I only him so. From from me left Jamaica, when I first left Jamaica, all those years ago, I came here, me I try to keep up with Jamaica, and cricket was not something that I was able to keep up with because you had to get like what them call it? You had to get like some kind of satellite or something to be able to see cricket and pay for it every month. The time that me there America here, so yeah, me all can't even help myself. Forgot that, but me I pay a subscription every month just to see cricket. So after a while, me just yeah, and after this many years, me not see no cricket, me not see no netball, me see soccer, me see the track and field me keep up with no matter what. But yeah, that's what it is. Jappy say he's from Trinidad, Sunil. Oh, first me there is somebody there. I me only know Shonda Paul. Yeah, Chanda Paul and the names, the people I know, they're Richie Richards, Malcolm Marshall, Curtly Ambrose. Yeah, those are the names that I'm familiar with. You know, clueless to the new people. Yeah, Trev, are you a workout or a food I go? Me not workout, but me I control myself. Me I control myself where the food is concerned. I'm controlling myself where the food is concerned. Because yeah, so you see there, it's a Shonda Paul's son is playing for us now. All right, see there. I don't even never even I don't know anything that is going on. And with the other Jamaican guy, that the name again, the brown guy that will always play cricket, but him always slow for getting runs them, but him always be sure for all the cricket, for all him post. Um how am the name again? How am the name again, Jappy? I think he's Jamaican. He was on the Jamaican cricket team 20 years ago. Let me hear him, remember it, say him, but me not remember when. Jimmy Adams, same one. As long as me say the person who can hold the cricket, hold the wicket the longest, I make the least score. But yes, Jimmy Adams. Jimmy Adams. Exactly. Him back in the days when Jimmy Adams and Shonda Paul playing and Curtly Ambrose, Malcolm Marshall. And what the next one name what hold the most runs? What name from Trinidad? What name again, Jappy? Uh what man name all the most cricket? No, Malcolm Marshall a good bowler and Curtly Ambrose. Brian Lara, yes. All right, so you know what me I talk about though. You don't know exactly what we're talking about. Yes, I'm Brian Lara back in the day. Back in the day when you can't move from in front of the TV because cricket a play the whole weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 day test match a play. Yeah. But nowadays, yeah, me not really follow it up. Me not really follow it up. I mean, different age, different stage. Yeah, me not really follow it up. Sweet Escape is in the place. Sweet Escapes, how are you doing, my love? Oh, what are going up in Canada in the day here? Come to think about it. What's going on up in the Canada here this afternoon, this evening here? Money, I said, what happened to Chris? Which one of the Chris? Which one of the Chris? I don't know. I don't know which one of the Chris you talk, money. Yeah? Talk to me. Which one of the Chris you talk? I don't have a clue which Chris you talk. Oh, Chris Gale. Oh, Chris Gale. Okay. Now me know who you talk about. Chris Gale out of cricket. But for now, he is 40 plus. As I mean age up. Oh! Yes, they are very hormonal. Aren't we all at this? Why aren't we all at this stage? At this stage, we are very hormonal. What TV in a country too? What? How you said they can see is what you're not saying there. Is what you're not saying. You've been good. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful that you've been good. Yeah, no, those of you who are just coming in, remember, guys, when we start talking about one topic over here, you can come in and pitch in and say whatever you want. You can even bring up another topic because we could be here for an hour, 2 or 3 or 4 talking. That's what happens when we come to talk. We come to talk about different things. So no mind the topic. No mind the topic. Because we don't know what me fi say for Kim Kardashian for hour and 2 hour. Me don't know what to say about her situation or circumstance for that long a period. So me just I mean how I've been good, sugar. I've been good. I've been doing great. I can't complain. Why should I complain when I still got life, so I still have hope? Why should I complain? I'm not gonna complain. I'm going to I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing with a little bit of modification, but I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm all right for now. I'm all right. And good to see you and good to know that you are okay as well. Come on into the live, guys. Those of you who are here who are content creators, come on into the live. Make new friends. There are lots of content creators here with whom you can connect. Life is good. It's the best of what time we have to live to make blessings. Exactly. Exactly, sweet escapes. Exactly. And life is what you make it. If you think your life is going to always be bad, then it might just always be bad because you're probably not doing anything to make it any better. So if you're not doing anything to make it better, then it's always going to be bad. All right. Is that what you want? Maybe not. Okay. Maybe not. So get up and do something about it. Oh, oh, what are you doing now? You are making you are making a video. Me have a problem with this video thing, this editing. You know how much video me having on my phone that really do need editing. Yeah, me I have a video on my phone that need editing. And by the time if you edit one, it's time. By the time if you edit one, new things are going. Me no know, me have to find one different way. God no. I've got to find a way to do things differently, more quickly, more efficiency. I see a lot of people pouting, crying and complaining instead of acting and taking initiative and interacting. That is so true. That is so true. And when people decide not to take initiatives and not to interact with others, they bottle up their feelings inside. And with them not expressing themselves and expressing those feelings to anybody, they end up doing crazy things to themselves and to others because they have all this pent up emotion inside of them, nowhere to let it out, nowhere to drain it out. They are they 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 are reclusive. They don't interact with people even online because people may say, "Oh, you know." But when you're interacting online, it is virtual. Trust me, it is better to interact with the people online than to not interact with people at all. Because there are some people who they don't want to interact with people online and they don't want to interact with people face to face. And whatever issues they're having, whatever is bothering them, it continues to bother them and they never utilize an outlet for it. And before you know it, you're reading about them in the newspaper. We are in the world, no one is to judge, but you are the judge of your part. So act upon what God gave you. Exactly. Exactly, sweets. Exactly. You know, and people are like afraid of going online. Oh, I don't want nobody look for me. Do you know how many people look at you when you're on the train? Do you know how many people look at you when you go to Walmart? Do you know how many people look at you when you go to work, when you just walk out the street? Lots of people look at you. So what's wrong if two more people look at you on the internet? There's nothing wrong with that. They're gonna be seeing you some way, somehow. Unless you stay in your home, you know, have no phone, no TV, no anything. They're even watching you through the TV. Did you know that? But I'm making people ever say, may I spread story? But trust me, if you turn on your TV, if you turn on your TV and you talk about anything, anything, before you know it, it pop up on your phone and you wonder, say, how? You wonder how. Sweet say, like me, I went for out of my race and carrying a mixed child, which is a new beginning for my race, and I love it. Look at that. There you go. There you go. That too is a struggle for a lot of people. You understand? That is a struggle for a lot of people. And there is an increase in, thank you for saying that, sweets. There is an increase in interracial marriages, interracial relationships, and biracial children. And with that, a lot of people have had to be changing their whole ideologies about this. And I see that as a positive for humanity. I saw a lady a few days ago, and she had the cutest little granddaughter, and you can see that the granddaughter is mixed. And as I looked at her and how she was interacting with her granddaughter, you know what came to my mind? This lady was like 70 something years old. And I'm saying to myself, I can bet you, I can bet you any money. 50 years ago, this woman would probably think that that was impossible for her to have this little black child as her grandchild. That was just what came to my mind. That was just what came to my mind. Yeah, I understand. You say never worry about anyone but what makes you happy. Exactly. Kenzie say me like looking at me. You think so you have to look you have if fear for you stay out there look for me for free? Sweet say our baby half Arab, half Caribbean. Even so, the better. Even so, the better, my love. You live your life how you see it. Let no one tell you how to live your life. You live your life as you see it. No matter what you do, people is going to see you. You can't hide anymore. Exactly. And they're going now gonna just see you. They're gonna see you, they're gonna talk, they're gonna have something to say. So what? So what? Let them have something to say. Remember, would the father just right, guys? If God was the judge of everything, he would have never divided mankind. Ah, that's a great point. Sweet say, if God was to judge certain things, he would have never divided mankind. Well, that is true, and I myself don't see why us as human beings have made our differences such a problem, because how much more uninteresting would life be if we all looked the same? If we all looked the same, imagine a man having 1,000 head of cows, and all the cows are brown, same shade of brown, all of them. Don't you think you would have to find other ways to differentiate the cows to know which one is which? He would have to start like marking them by stamping them or something like that. So creation knows what it wanted when it made sure that we all were different, that we are different color, different hair texture, different eye color. The differences with us is what makes life so beautiful, so beautiful. The beginning of us who take greed as thrones is what divided us. Mm. Greed is another thing. Greed is another thing, because greed leads to selfishness, and selfishness leads to cruelty. You never know when you are selfish. Selfishness can lead you to do things that you otherwise would not consider yourself doing. But when you are selfish and only think about yourself, everything good has to come to you and everything bad has to go to somebody else. It is always why you when trouble comes around, but it's always got to be you when everything is nice and dandy. You have a problem. You have. Oh, Ricky said, oh my, what would it be like if I look like you? Imagine that, my brother. Imagine that. All of us look the same. We don't know who is who. We don't know. Oh my God, can't see. So whatever me I consume, I'm glowing. You know, so I'm looking at the mirror too. And I said to myself, saying, yeah. And you know the funny thing, the only thing that I've been drinking consistently. Yeah, because my face, you know, I don't have no makeup. No makeup, no, nothing. Yeah. But the only thing that I've been drinking consistently is that turmeric portion where I make the turmeric with the cayenne pepper and cinnamon. Yeah. You kind of have a little taste to it, but I drink it in a hot water. Mm-hmm. All day, all day long. It look like it a work. Yeah, look like it a work. It look like it make my face glow. Hmm. So I will continue doing that. I will continue doing that. I may be a little cold food too. You know, so the cold food. I don't know. I eat all of that cold food. Cause from I went last week, I cook the cold food, I put the cold food in the freezer. I just ate that little bit and I think one more spoon out of it and I put it in the freezer. I'll eat it some other day, but yeah, I'm on a diet right now. So all I ate is a few bananas. A few bananas. I ate a few bananas today and some tamarind, and that's that. drank me some water, lots of water, went to sleep, and now I'm up. Sometimes it's the way you carry yourself in mentally and emotionally too, Trev. That too, and that too. We have to check ourselves mentally. When it comes to our mental health, we have to check. I gotta check myself a lot when it comes to my mental health because a lot of times, like something, this is me, like something will happen and and I feel like at the moment I don't want to cause chaos, I don't want to cause a scene, and so I will just leave it alone and say, time will take care of it. But then the whole incident does not leave me mentally. And at times I will find myself replaying the whole situation verbally and not even realizing that I am talking about the same situation. And then we just not do nothing about it. We just like, I don't want the uproar, I don't want the noise, I don't want the confusion, the contention, and all of that because I'm not wired. I am not wired to deal with confusion and contention and you hate me and me hate you and you angry at me and every time we see you, me and you are trace and me I tell you about your mother, you are tell me about me and I am not used to it and that kind of environment does something to me mentally. So I stay away because even you see me online, when you see people have their channels where them always a cuss out somebody. Every time you go upon them, something them a cuss somebody, them a class somebody, junk crowd dog. Everything on their channel is a cussing, is a classing, is a disgracing. Ah, me can't, me can't follow you. No. As soon as me scroll and me see you, me flips, 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 I'm gone. I can't deal with it. It just gives me all this anxiety. Gives me all this anxiety just to hear you just a cuss, a cuss, a cuss. Like, where do you find peace? When are you at peace? Is it only when you are asleep that you find yourself at peace? If you're not asleep, you're a cuss? No, sir. We can't deal with it. Cannot deal with it at all. And I have had supporters online whose whole channel, whole account, TikTok, whatever, and anytime you see them, if them not cussing, if them not class somebody, if them not trace somebody, them not start talk yet. You have to make yourself stress free. Somebody thinks you gotta leave it alone, man. You gotta leave it alone. That's why sometimes I talk about things, I'm gonna get passionate and I'm stop, I'm gonna go back and look on the video and I say, Jesus, I'm just you're so passionate. It's almost like you're a choir. But people don't understand. And a choir is that I get passionate. And my tone of voice oftentimes might come off like bam. But we can't take a cuss on the carry. We can't deal with it. Stress free and positive mindset used to. Exactly, sweet. But you are stay blessed and take Trevor's word. Trust in it. She knows heal it. Ah, sweet, I tell you. I tell you, my love. So much in it. So much what? Snow in Calgary. Snowing in Calgary already? A snow you show me a rain. Yes, Kent, we're getting early winter trist. A pregnant woman said, really? Una get snow already? You're kidding me. OMG. But not just September. Exactly, Ricky. Them not have no peace. No peace. It is no peace. And if your life doesn't seem like it have no peace, why me want you in a mind? All you gonna bring come in my life is confusion. Me can't even confusion, brother. So you take your time and go on. Me confused enough. I am confused enough all by myself. So imagine me have somebody I like in you now. and that this man they full of confusion and contention and come in and quarrel and say, Kuya, why the cushion they on the floor? Why the cushion they drop on the floor? Why you sit down yesterday? Why not dinner not cook? You only the pan live? You forget to go cook, you forget to go do this, you forget to go do that. Why so and so and so and so and so? No, I could never opt for that kind of life. No, not ever. Zaniki said the sun was up today in Ontario. Okay. Sister Aurelie is Aurelie. Aurelie, eat off your dumpling them already? Guys, y'all were y'all in the live Saturday with me and Aurelie? Me and Aurelie did a cook up. Me and Aurelie did a great cook up on Saturday. Aurelie, we need to do that. We need to do that again and again. Arlies and I did a great cook-off on Saturday, guys. I don't know how many of you were there in the cook-off, but it was so much fun. Going for a nice hot French vanilla from Timmy's. Anyone want one? Me want two. Me we take two. One for me and one for Ricky. French vanilla what? French vanilla coffee? But what I say? Where's I can see who nobody now come in my space with them. Yes, I release just contention every day. Every Jesus day them in a contention, them a quarrel with somebody, them a cuss. Even if you and somebody have a disagreement, you don't have to be cussing every day and classing and carrying on. No, sir. Me can't deal with it. Can't deal with it at all. Done with it. Done with it. You say, oh, you're done for the cookie. All right. All right. We have to go find a way how to get. How could there's no way to judge it. There's no way to judge it virtually unless we go off a time. Unless we go off a time and use time as the marker for the judging. To say, all right, like when we do home economics in high school and you're doing your CXC cooking and they give you 2.5 hours to make a 4-course meal. Yeah, and you have to plan your meal and have your stuff ready. And 2.5 hours when the bell go ping, your food must be plated out and put out. Maybe that's what we have to go do. And them judge by that. Because no matter if my food spoil, me not gonna say it spoil. I virtually and nobody not tasty but me. So me not gonna say it spoil and it not taste good. No, so after nobody not if it taste it. So we have to go use time. We have to go use the time to judge. The time and the presentation. Oh, she said that's sweet and salty but yummy. Take pictures at the end, put it on your community tab and make us pick the winner. You all right. All right, Ricky. Lord Jesus, Ricky, want to put me on the spot then now? No. Ricky's gonna take a picture. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Me say, can't see. I ever talk about my belly. When you see the video I post today, you don't hear me I teach my grandbaby how to make the letter 5. Me say, I cross down on a big belly, the fitness still like yours. Oh my God, that was so funny. Out of the mouth of babes. Out of the mouth of babes. It is like yours. So, even the baby acknowledge. So me I work for the belly. No worry yourself. No worry yourself. When you see me in the next month, I'm gonna be surprised. And I'm gonna be surprised. Say my belly gone down. So there's not a lie when I come from. where no matter what the topic is or what the conversation is, where me not say something about my belly. You know what is that? It look like a something was scratch my brain. It is something that is scratching my brain. I don't know that, right? But anyway, me I deal with it. Me I deal with it anyway. But Arliss, let me ask you, as the topic we are talking about, in the topic we are talking about, um, the Kim Kardashian lady, how she, according to alleged reports, that she is having a meltdown, a breakdown, mental breakdown because our ex-husband having a child with his new wife. And I'm saying I didn't even know that that was a thing for people to get upset because their ex is moving on and having children with somebody else. What's your take on that? Do you have half siblings? I don't know. America, me come here, people are call them a half siblings. Whenever I hear them being half siblings. I'm a sister, I'm a brother, and a story. If we get into detail and I say, well, it's not my mother's child, it's my father's child, then that's different. But nobody no refer to nobody as a half sister, half brother. America, we come here and something there. Because you see, they're always so divisive. American society is so divisive. It's always finding a way for division. Always a way to separate, you know. Yes, to separate. You say you're half sister. So as soon as you say half sister, you're half brother, everybody know that you know the same mother, same. What if you wanted to leave it like that? Just say your sister. Just say your sister. What is half? And like in America, they always say, "Oh, my dad is black." Who cares? All in Jamaica, all we say is that's my dad, that's my mom. Nobody no go in a details to say, oh, my dad is black, my mom is white, my dad is, unless you get into a deeper conversation with the person. But that is not usually the opening line. The opening line in America is always, oh, my father is black and my mother is white. Or my, I'm like, what? This place is so divisive, I tell you. You meet somebody and say that to your sister, oh, but we are not the same mother. Oh, but we are not the same father. We as Jamaicans no grow so. We just, I'm a sister, and a story. My brother, and a story. And we keep it moving. Money, I say yes. He may say all the time, sis. They're talking about half of this and half of that. Half of this and half of that. I don't realize that them have half a brain talking this foolishness. You're lucky was as the outside child. I have to remind the person that they are not married. People talk about outside child. Like, what do you mean by outside child? I can't complain about them are outside people. And then they wonder why people start, so many of their children have these self-esteem issues and stuff like that. I want to cause it. Because we don't want to talk about inclusion, but we're really not inclusive. We're not including everybody. We're always finding a way to separate and to say, you not belong here, so you understand? If I am the woman in the house with the man whether I'm not married to him, but I'm me and him live, my pitney them are a lawful pitney and fear pitney out. Is that gonna be to say pitney a bastard, you know? You're pitney at the outside pitney. What? Lord have mercy. This is society are really something else. And then I wonder why they have so much problems. They wonder why they have so much problems. Are them create them, you know? Are them create the problem for themselves, you know? Because life could be so simple and so perfect and so okay. Then create problems and then them ball and say, I think this society is a narcissistic, psychologically depraved. This society is a killer. And you wonder why so many people taking their own lives. The whole setup of the society want broke down and start over. And then us as Jamaicans who come up here and come from the Caribbean with our way of thinking and them a try to, a lot of us have acclimated and we start thinking and doing the things like they do, and we find that it's not serving us, but it's hard to turn back. It's hard to turn back. Arlie said, but she have moved on herself. Don't she have someone too? What if the table was turned? Would the other person have a girl? I don't know. She has moved on. She have how much man she have already since them divorce. So she just said she don't have no more kids, but and that is fine. She don't have to have no more. She already have four. She don't need to have no more if she don't want to. But that no means that she have the right to tell the man say him can't have no more picnic. Girl goes to the one side, I mean it's still not courage. They're foolishness. But the man that can't have no more picnic by nobody else. This was coming from the grandparent. Oh, the grandparent that talk about it. Oh, I tell you. I tell you, my sister. I tell you that the son and woman not married, so they have no right to call the other child an outside child. Exactly. Exactly. They say a woman with four kids won't find it easy for what to find one man. It all depends on where you want the man to find out. It all depends on where you want the man from, what kind of man. You understand? But you're not wrong with that. And the way all societies and the way all other people's ideologies are are so taken by a lot of people as gospel these days, because everybody have an outlet where they can express themselves and put their ideologies forward. You find that there is a lot of backlash when it comes to women who have children. I've been watching several videos popping up on TikTok and on YouTube where people are talking about how many children is too many children for you to be with a woman. And people are saying, people have different opinions. One is too many, two, three. If they got more than two, people are saying, hell no, I don't want a woman with no more than two children. And it is sad. It is sad, and then it is okay, if that makes any sense. It can be sad and it can be okay. Because a woman have to understand that she don't need a man to validate her. She don't need a man to validate her. If nature if nature and life has brought you to a place where you have however many children, if I may have, me not have no man, me not want no man, me all right. You understand me? Because they mess something they know and somebody go turn on insult you. Yeah, cause them money, them are nice. That's what me I tell you from experience. Them not nice. Me they have four pitney when I married. I had four kids. I may have the last one make five. You understand me? And the man depend him knees and ball and carry on. And when the man ready for left the marriage, and I like some do him sitting, and I like some hurt him, and I like some do him something, I do him nothing at all. And him ready for left. And the man I go look for me and laughing at my face. And ask me to my face if me think him could have want me after me have four pitney. Now you tell me. So I know that the idea is pervasive out there. Lots of people have the idea that them don't want a woman with pitney. Well, the way nature has done it, the nature has given me the ability to have children, and I have them, and I'm not ashamed that I have them. I already have them. But to protect myself and protect my peace, you understand? Uno can go on out there go make some more baby mamas and make some more people miserable. But uno shall not make me miserable. Kenzie said, Che, what about the lions? Them the lion cub feet none. The lions, exactly. That's a great point, Kenzie, because when lions want to mate with a mom, with a female lion, him slaughter the baby them. Because the female lion wants the female lion does not have the babies to suckle and continue to engage her maternal instincts, then she goes back into killer mode. And that is what the male lion wants. He wants her to get horny again. Yeah. Once she's not suckling the babies, she goes back into wanting to be humped. And when the male lion want to hump her and she's paying attention to her babies, him just eliminate the babies. Boy, I tell you. Uh-uh. Sweet say, why is the black widow spider given its name? Tell me don't know why the black widow spider is given its name. Tell me. I got no clue. Because it is black with a red belly, but they give it. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right about that. After mating, it slaughters the meat. You're right. You're right about that. You are right. So that's why she's given the name the black widow spider. Yes, yes, yes. And I don't think she's the only one that does it. Let me Google it. Animals. Let me Google it. Animals that let me see. I typed it in here and let me see. Cause me think so like the praying mantis, 6 animals that eat their mates. All right. 6 animals that eat their mates after mating. Let me see which ones they say. Oh yeah, the mantis. The mantis come out. The praying mantis. The praying mantis. They yes after mating. I wonder why nature made it like that. That they take their mate after. Hmm. All right. So the praying mantis does that. The black widow spider does that. Yes, yes, the male carries the seahorse, the male carries the baby. The male carries the babies in the seahorse. And there is a bird that the male bird carries the babies under its wings. And him have him foot them stick out. The babies foot them stick out from underneath the male wing. And it almost look like he have 1,000,000 feet, but it's like you may have like 4 babies, 2 under one wing and 2 underneath the other. But we forget what name, what a bird they name. So the jumping spider does that as well. The jumping spider eats its mate after mating. Yeah, the penguin carry the babies. The father penguin carry the babies as well. Oh, the green anaconda. I didn't know that. The green anaconda. Oh, she eats the male afterwards. Oh, oh, uh-uh. Green anacondas do that too. And scorpions, did you all know? Scorpions do that too. Scorpions do that. Octopus do that. Oh, okay. Well, see, a certain kind of bees do that too. Oh, I didn't even know that so many animals in the animal kingdom eat their meat. This is interesting. Very interesting. I didn't know that. 10 animals that eat their meat. Hmm. Well, can't say you didn't know. Now you do. Now you know. And they say even ladybugs do it too. Even ladybugs. We love and learn in a female world. Exactly. Exactly. In this female world here, I mean, you can find some rather interesting information. Very interesting. But let us go back. We live and we learn. Okay. Once again, welcome into the live, guys. Welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for coming. Oh my God, I need to do this. Thank you all so much for coming into the live. Let me see who this text me. Hold on, let me see how this one. I see male never male never learn, huh? Oh, very well. Oh my God, so much people are sending me stuff. People touch up the like button. Tell them to me can see. Tell them to touch up the like button because we are chatting here. We are chatting about whether the conversation going from one place to the next, to be honest, I don't know. The conversation, as with all the conversations over here, never stay in one place. Our conversations usually go all over the place, and that is a good thing because it gives us free range. It gives us the free range to talk about just about anything, and that is not a bad thing. Mm-mm. Them a people are send me all of them something, I don't even know who them. But I guess they think that I need to I guess they need yeah. Yeah, yeah. All about life's beauty and knowledge. Yes. It's all about the beauty of life. Life is very beautiful. But you have to find the beauty in it. Because only for people, they throw in the towels, they throw up their hands, and they say, oh, life is just too much. I cannot be bothered, you know? And at that point, when you get to that point and say you can't be bothered, that might be the point where you just need to continue to roll along, and you might be just very close to the finishing line, but then you give up. But then you give up, and that is no good. Next thing, I want to see everybody I talk about this Steve Harvey. Uh, 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 uh. I don't even know until now whether or not it is true. Because me think me hear Steve Harvey say not no go so. But many time you hear people start talk, so it either go so or it nearly go so. So I'm not going to say whether or not it goes so or whether or not it not go so. But to me that seems like a rich people problem. He look like say a rich people problem. Me can't take up for them and for them problem, yeah, brother. For me, me can't take up for them problem. So if him and his wife they divorce, they then can share the money and something. And for sure, when I look at them from the beginning of them of their relationship, you look at them. What one expect the woman? Okay, so Andrea said we can talk about autism. That right there is a good topic. Is a good topic. You are right, Andrea. That is a good topic. Autism. Me not gonna talk about it now, but me I go take a look around on me I go take a look around and on some information about it, and um and we're gonna talk about it because me no know, you know, but it seems like there has been a significant increase in people being diagnosed with autism. You understand? Once upon a time, when you talk to somebody and they stutter, you just know that they have a stutter. Yeah, them stammer. In Jamaica, we say they stammer. And that's it, you just know that they stammer. But all of a sudden, somebody stutters, and a lot of children stutter between the ages of when they first start talking up to about 5 years old. Some children stutter because you see their thought process is developing and their language is developing at the same time. So when they are talking, they are also trying to find the word that they have heard before in the context of what they are talking about. And all of this is going on in their minds at the same time. And some children are able to process it quite quickly, while others takes them a while. And some of them are just being quite diligent and very picky in the word that they choose to use. And they could be having a conflict between the words that they hear used in their household as opposed to the words that they hear being used by their friends in kindergarten. So, I don't. They don't know if they should use the word that they hear their peers use in the same situation, or if they should use the word that they hear their parents use in the same situation at home. And they don't want to get into trouble. So they don't want to say the wrong thing. They don't, and so you find like children up to 5, 6 years old might stutter a little bit. All of a sudden, them artistic. All of a sudden, them artistic. Children who are delayed with their dexterity. Oh, artistic, they're artistic. Children who are late with their speech. So this autism is, brother, it's on a spectrum where I'm telling you that. I tell you, I tell you. Yeah. So it is something that I will look into, something inside God is great. My son was discharged from the cardiologist surgery. Oh, and we are blessed patient. Wonderful. We will keep you and your son in our prayers, Escape. We will keep you and your son in our prayers, my love. Thank God that everything turned out okay. Arely says it hasn't been talked about. That too is true. New RJ, new RJ, what's up? How are you doing, new RJ? Have we met before? Talk to me. Have we met? We may have. We may have. We may have met before. I need to see. Are you a content creator or a supporter? Talk to me. Are you a content creator or a supporter? As me I look for you, so I may not see you. Me not see, you know. I don't know. Me don't know. Another thing me I ask you, gentle people. I don't tell nobody say me ask you, no. But me I ask you that question here. I don't know what he say. Yeah, let me sit down up a little bit, cause me have one cousin, bless her heart. She died over 10 years ago from kidney failure. Bless her heart. And she always, when she had tell me nothing, she said, Trev, me got something to tell you, you know. Me say, oh, you have to what you have to tell me now. Me can't talk loud, because me can't, they must sit there have to talk when lamp out. So, so this time me I gonna tell her, this have to talk when lamp out. And you notice the one increased number of older people, women in particular, are heading to Africa, Jamaica, the Caribbean in general, go to very young black men. And what kind of curse this here come upon we young men, them Jesus? And what is? What is not this? Talk to me, gentle people. Um, Sweet says autism is not just for the ones with diagnosed, but the caregivers who are living the experience as well. Even the caregivers need care in that instance. You are so right, Sweets. You are so right. Trev, I know beauty a combination of qualities such as shape, color, or form that pleases the aesthetic senses, especially the sight. Well, you come out strong today, can see. Have been diagnosed and some don't even know they have it. That is so true. That is so true. Who am I? Money I say, who me I talk to? No, who no me I talk to? Who else? Who else me I talk to? Eh? You are right, early. A lot of medical diagnoses have been discovered, and I highly believe in awareness of all else should be more out there. Well, it's getting there bit by bit. Bit by bit. But money I say who me I talk to. I who me I talk to. Me who they I talk. Nobody else for the year. I just me I who. But me I say to you say, if you notice that there has been, I'm seeing it on social media, I'm a pop up, it keep popping up in my feeds, that they are an increasing number of women in their 60s and 70s and even in their 80s going to Jamaica and other Caribbean countries and even Africa. I got married to young men in their 20s, 30s, 40s. I mean, so what kind of curse this? I want to go on. What is going on? What's up with that? I mean, I understand that a lot of these men might be looking for opportunities and they might see it as a good thing at the time to marry these elderly women. One of stop it. I mean, I know what is this? What kind of curse that come upon our black men, our young black men, where these the, I don't want to say nothing that I'm gonna regret saying, but I really want to say them all and dry up. But I not really that I want to say, cause me no want to be insulting, even though it's kind of the truth. But me not like to be unkind. But sometimes the truth is unkind, but it is still the truth. If you don't know what me mean. To me, it just seemed like a bloody curse, man. Why? Like, why? Where were y'all in your lives back in the day? Where are the men with whom you all had children or the men of your age group? why are you targeting black men? I think this has to be another form of colonization. It has to be another form of colonization. Because there is no way you can tell me that you live on this earth until you are 60, 70, 80 years old. I know you are going to tell me, say you just are going to go to Africa, go find one guy from Ghana, Gambia, South Africa, wherever. Over there you are going to find him, and all of a sudden, he is black and he is the love of your life. Where has he been all your life? Inside of his mama? Because all your life he wasn't born yet. He wasn't existing yet. That little egg was still inside of his mama. And now he come out and you are going to find him perfectly attractive for you. And why the question also remains, why are our young men falling for this? Because a lot of these young men, if it is an elderly female, they're going to say, hell no, she's too old. So what is the difference with these people? Talk to me. What is the difference with those people that you all, some of our men, be so quick and in a hurry? We might need good women. The thing is, I have been a good woman to the men with whom I have been. I have been a good woman. Until now, only one man me know we tell lie pa me say me is a witch. And not even him himself can fix him mouth to say exactly what me a witch with. When me do to him, make him call me a witch and wicked. So right there, so you know, say I feel conscience about him. So we don't count them a class of dogs. But anywho, I've never been with anybody where can honestly testify and say me is a wicked woman or me is a bad person or me do them something to hurt them, me hurt them or me hurt them pitney or me hurt no sir. So me can raise my hand honestly and say I have been a great companion, but things just not work out. It not work out for whatever reason. People have different desires. People, work out. It are just simple as that. So you leave it. Already says she see it too. Yes, my love. I see it. And I am like, what kind of colonization is this? What kind of modern day colonization is this? Why these elderly people not go and go sit down and hush them grand pitney and leave the black men alone? When the black man them don't want a black woman, no wonder they don't want black women. Because these people who their husband dead and left them two little piece of money and them think to them now them can use their money and buy a black man. So them stop by without a slavery, but now them a buy our black men to come in at them bed. I'm not see it. Every time open TikTok, me see another 25-year-old with a 60-year-old woman. Me see another 30-year-old with a 70-year-old woman. Me see another 35-year-old black man with a 75-year-old woman. Harley said I was watching a documentary where there was an 89-year-old and she picked up this 35-year-old black man and said they are in love. Give me a royal break. Give me a break. Give me a break, my sister. What she mean by she in love? That's why Mr. the man them rob them. You understand me? Me not like to see it. Me not like to see it. But come on. Come on now. Come on now. Kenzie, what about the woman needing honest men? Us black women, we need honest men too, but we can't find them. We can't find them because number one, a lot of us didn't raise them. We can't find them because they were not raised. We didn't raise them because a lot of us women. I see one video I post over TikTok this evening, and them did have the Caribbean parade. I must say a Boston or something like that. And 6 young black men go there and shoot up the festival. And one of the young man, his mother, come on TV and say, the young man, she said, he works for some kind of private security company. And he found a gun on the ground and pick up the gun for go give to the police them. And the police them handcuff him and take him to jail. I said that boy they go and bite off that woman the ears. You don't know why? Because she don't make him accountable for what him do. She don't tell him say him wrong. Story she make up for him. Once she want to say no, he was not involved in the shoot. God if me wrong, forgive me. Wanted to say he was not involved in the shooting. I pick up gun off a ground to go give to police, and then police put him in a handcuff. That's why I say a lot of the mothers did not raise the boys. I release a control our black men with their money. Exactly. Exactly. No offense. Should men, no matter the color, know how to control themselves too? Sweet, you have a point. But also remember, there have been the economic disparities that have caused our young black men to be disenfranchised, to be at a disadvantage to their compared to their peers. So of course, yes, if our young black men see the opportunity and the opportunity is going to present itself in a romantic fashion, no matter how aged the romantic connection is, the young man is going to see the economic opportunity in the experience. And so he will take it. He will take it because he might look at it and say, hell, she 85 years old and I'm 34 years old. Before I turn 40, she gonna be dead. And she gonna leave all this money for me. So what am I going to lose? I'm gonna marry her. I'll still have enough time to go marry a young woman, and I'll have enough money to start a family and to be able to care for my family. You understand? Or at least nowadays they have no marriage. That's true. And our boys, we are raising the boys different from the men that we are looking for. See if you don't get what I say. We are raising our men different from the men that we are looking for, because in our minds we have the idea of what our man is supposed to look like, what he's supposed to act like, how he's supposed to be. But in the same breath, we are not raising our sons that way. To say, you open the door for a woman, you pull out the chair for her, you close the car door for her, you make sure she is okay as the man, you take care of her. We are not teaching these values to our boys, but yet we out there talking about we want a high value man and a man we do this, that, the other, and the third, but yet we have a low down no good son. That's going out there and committing crimes against somebody else's daughter. So we just gotta change. Kenzie say I did have a good mother. Thank God. Thank God you are a good mother. You understand? You understand? Thank God. But sometimes, Trev, a mother can raise her son to be what she expects him to be until a woman comes along and changes it. So many things can happen along the way, my love. Many things can happen along the way. You can raise your son to be what you consider to be the perfect child, and you say, oh, he's going to be the perfect husband and the perfect father. And then right along the way, he gets some additional influences and it waters down the influence that you have had on him. And you know, children these days gotta be hell of a strong to be able to avoid the influences that are around them. Look at social media. Every day you hear somebody with another opinion, and because they have a camera in front of them and they can spew the crap, whatever crap comes in their minds, and they can video themselves and show themselves to the world, they are doing that. And it is influencing somebody, because somebody is seeing it as something that they can aspire to, something that they can do as well. And so there is no consistency in the quality of the men that we are either putting out there, as in our sons, or that we are trying to attract into our lives. Mothers are a part of the problem. It all started at home. Well, I wouldn't say mothers are a part of the problem. I would say parents. Parents are a part of the problem. But if you are 80 years old, it's not your parents the problem anymore. You have had long enough time to correct and redirect yourself. So it's not your parents' fault anymore. It's yours. Hmm. Some can consume traits of either parents, no matter how much you put in your child. Exactly. Exactly. And sometimes some children are just want to conform because they don't want to get into trouble with their parents. And so they conform with their parents' ideologies and what their parents has taught them. Then when they become adults, boom, 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 they develop their own ideologies, or they accept ideologies from their peers or from books they have read, whatever the case may be. And just like that, they are a completely different person. Just like that. So nowadays we see like there is also an attack on church. Me, me not say my name at church. If church is supposed to be the place where my children were supposed to be groomed and be taught morals, or well, I failed miserably. Because when they were in Jamaica, them got church every Sabbath and stuff. But then come to Jamaica, I have never wake my children them out of them bed one morning. So I get up out of the bed and come go to church. Remember when me a picnic and I grew up, my mother used to dash water in the bed. When my mother said get up 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, when you hear she I want to go transistor radio, and the transistor radio they want to go alarm something on it. And when you see 6 o'clock come and that's it, you go brrr, brrr, you better get up. And if my mother get up out of the bed and she go to the kitchen and she make up fire and she make breakfast and she do this and she do that and she twist around and turn on and she drop 2 pieces of wood from down a gully and she do and she come back in the bed, she come with that buckler with a cup of cold water and throw it right now the bed. Come out of the bed, time to get up, time to go. My children, them experience them something there. Cause miss I had a different view, and you know America different stuff, and you work overnight and you work night shift and you work all day. So I never fought with my kids to get up to go to church. I will say these children and generation of today's era, no parents, no respect and nothing. We knew it's all about media and trends. Their right is our wrong, and vice versa. That is so true, Escape. That is so true. Because right now, things that we as adults would consider to be gross. And we say to our children, oh no, we expect you to do that. These are the things that our children are embracing and the things that they are doing. Society has basically gone to the dogs, literally and figuratively. That couture and that like country life can see. And me don't know what my mother always say me do put them this service by not making sure so they continue going to church every Sabbath. But traditions are changing. Traditions are changing. So to each his own. To each his own. Everybody else want to make sure that to them picnic go to church every Sunday, every Saturday. Kudos to you. Nowadays you can't even trust the church them exactly. You understand? You can't even trust the church then because one time you could have just sent your picnic go to church. And you know, say at church, the people in my church are going to take care of your picnic. You understand? Nowadays, you send a picnic go to church. Your next thing then come back to you all rape up. No, sir, I never got church of God. Me Adventist from my born. My two grandparents, them was Adventist. My two grandparents, them was Adventist. My two parents, them was Adventist. My mother is still Adventist. We living the days of the unknown, and yet we have been warned of these days, yet we act surprised, though we shall not. The phrase expect the unexpected was not for a thought or a quote. Exactly. Exactly. So many unknowns, so many things that's out there. A lot of it that we didn't even know was out there, but it is out there. And now, with the whole world being connected by the internet, we are learning more than we ever thought we could. Anything you want to find, you just pick up your phone, go up on Google, you find it. You dip on the internet, you see people from different countries all over the world doing different things, and you get to learn. Better in calling. Where's I can see? What that they say? Better in calling? I mean, I get it. But that is the honest truth. That is the honest truth. And as the scroll of life continues to roll and our generation rolls over the precipice of life, the legacy that we will leave our children and grandchildren should be worth their while. I know it may not appeal to some people, but it should, because you should at least leave a mark, a good mark for your children, to follow. At least you should leave a good mark for them to follow. But even no matter how good your mark is, it does not mean that they are going to follow it. You understand? See, Trev, me who grew up a Muslim, but once I came out of that bubble, my unknown thought a lot about what was blinding, knowledge of all kinds that is given to us by God. We shall not hide or be scared. Exactly. Exactly. We can't hide or be scared. And nowadays, knowledge, once upon a time, knowledge was guarded by a few. We weren't allowed to hear or see what was going on. You understand me? But nowadays, knowledge is free. Just grab your phone and Google. Phones are everywhere. There is practically there is practically a phone in every household in the world right now. And almost everybody in the world has a phone. As soon as the little baby them start talk and walk, then get an iPad. So iPads and phones and other electronic devices from which people can access the internet are everywhere, are everywhere these days. But sure, I sleep more and sleep again, So tired of with my skin. Yeah, even all ancient historic book and info have been uploaded. Hey, exactly, sweets. So books that have been hidden away from us that you have to go in a library, go dig deep to find. Even those books are uploaded on the internet. You can't find them to read. You can find just about anything, everything. If a recipe, if anything, you can find it. You can find it. So there's basically no excuse for ignorance. No excuse. You can find whatever you want anyway. So if you want to say, oh, you don't know how to raise a boy, you don't know how to raise your children, you don't know what values to impart to them because these were not the values with which you grew up. Even in the Bible tell you say that even without the Bible, there was no Bible or no book to tell you what is right or wrong. You should be able as a discerning human being to look at the effects of the issue. Look at the effects of it. The things that you have done, the things that you want to do, the things that somebody else has done. Just look at it. And if it doesn't seem like it is purposeful or helpful to you or to humanity, then that should tell you that this is not the right thing to do. Somebody ever thief something from you yet? Talk to me. Somebody ever thief something from you? Ask yourself, how does that make you feel when somebody thief your things? So you don't need the Bible to tell you, say, that would be a wrong thing to do. Somebody ever slay a family member of yours? Just talk to yourself. How does that make you feel? That cannot be a good thing. What are the implications of you having lost this loved one? Yeah. So a lot of things, we don't need no Bible to tell you say it wrong. I recommend read and digging up the ancient times to understand the world today. Sometimes experience comes without manual. You have to exactly what I'm saying, escapes. Exactly what I'm saying. You have to live the experience and you look at it and you say, this does not seem right. This is no good. You understand? Oh, sweet, now have no wrench. Well, me can't see who no have no wrench, me can't see who have or who no have. Me can't see. Hold on, let me have to go log on from one different device. Cause me wouldn't be able to forgive no wrench on this. Yeah, me not have to go. Really? But Sweet's been over here all this time. Oh, so YouTube just sent me one something and said you can put people in timeout for longer lengths from 10 seconds down to 24 hours. Really? Oh, okay. Not even did realize. It's like two people wearing the exact same piece of clothing, but one feels more comfortable in it while the other does not. Exactly. Exactly. If me and you can put it's like what I ordered, but what I got. On what those videos are so hilarious. What I ordered versus what I got. The people, they see somebody in a one suit and the suit sit on for the other person body nice and look really, really nice. And them think say, okay, me can buy that suit, it will look nice for me. And then buy the suit. And when they put on the suit, it look like empanel. When them put it on, they look like empanel. They're like, oh my God, is this what they pay for? You understand? She's a better example. Twins born from the same womb, same base, and they are two different people. Exactly. Two different people with two different thought processes, two different ideologies, different. Yes, because we are all different. And it is the differences in life that make life so beautiful for us. The differences in life. It shows that we are not the same. And we have a right, each of us, to have our own opinions, to have our own thoughts. That's why I say, don't make nobody cow you down. Your thoughts are your thoughts, and your thoughts may not be the thoughts of everybody else, and that is okay. That it's perfectly fine to be unique. You say, if me hear the girl calls her spite, I mean, so me not follow up them people they do. Me not follow up them people there. But I said I was going to do a video on it because people, especially women, sometimes can be so cold. But the thing is, I wanted to hear the beginning of the conversation because the woman, when she said that, she did say too that Spicer said something about her child. So I wanted to hear the rest of that conversation before I open up my big mouth and say anything. You understand? Yeah. So because me not hear the full part of it, me not go jump with that and say the woman called her monkey. The woman was angry and I don't know, I think she said something to the woman that made the woman angry enough to call her that. So I think it might have just been fear banter. You call me name, I call your name back. Simple as that. What's your thoughts on soulmates? Let me tell you, the soulmates are foolishness. Enough of we are jump up and down and I talk about soulmates and I end up invite these demons in our body. I talk about soulmate. Soulmate, me back foot. Look how much soulmate me selling a quarters. You know how much soulmate me selling a quarters? Mm-mm. I don't believe in nobody being no soulmate. Uh-uh. I believe, you know, they are true. And then people nowadays are come with that kind of demonic spirits. And when them want to trick you, them tell you about, oh, you're the soulmate and God tell them this and God tell them. I trick people that want to trick you not about soulmate. That soul can't trick me again. Tell me nothing. No. Exactly, Arlie. It's not no name no soulmate. And somebody come up, oh, didn't know you was gonna say something. You know me so well. But guys, two people have to come together and decide that they want what the other is offering, and the two of them are going to try to build life together, no matter what. You understand? Yeah, all right. Your sweet said they misuse abuse soulmate by companionship. Misuse it soulmate by companionship. And also them want to say your soulmate so them can abuse you. Yeah, them want to tell them yeah, so and oh you're my soulmate. So anything them do you feel accept it because they have elevated themselves from just being in a normal relationship with you to elevating themselves on this higher level that you all are connected, so connected spiritually that You can't leave them. And then them start do all kinds of dirt. And you can't leave them because, baby, you are my soulmate. Soulmate, my back foot. Soulmate, my back foot. That happy church people. Me and me, me say, Arlies, if I love you one more time, me and my one soulmate. Exactly. I am my own soulmate. Yeah. Yeah, me off tonight. I mean, I work. Rich, me want me work to death. Me work. Me work Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, you know. So me tired and so right you know me already feel sleepy again. So no know, so me not stay until next year we do know me I go go on my bed. We are born as a whole, live as a whole, and die as a whole. Not half a soul. Exactly. Not a half a soul. About young people are soul. Yo, you are my soul. Me and you was meant to be together. Just because they want to come rob you, maybe your soul go far. And then all of a sudden, them take your soul and run with God meet with somebody else. Hey, shoot. That is not happening. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I say people, as much as me appreciate Uno, and as much as I appreciate you all, and as much as I love you all, I have oh no, tell us that. Yeah, I have quite a bit of stuff to do for the night before I go sleep. I'm already feel sleepy. So me, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get them. I was meant to live, learn, and die with me, myself, and I. I some poetry to it in a sweet escape. I was meant to live, learn, and die with me, myself, and I. That is so funny. I'm crazy like that. That is so funny. Yes, guys. But me no want to hear people tell me about their have soulmates. Me no that. Me no that. Me no that at all. But anyway, my gentle people, it was an absolute pleasure being here. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Sweet Escape, I can see Joe and the others who kept the chat going. Know that you are the real OG. I sincerely appreciate you all. Winsome, the new DJ, if that's what his name is. And everybody else who was in the chat, I sincerely appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for coming into the Monday evening live. As always, tomorrow we are going to be gathered here again tomorrow morning for the Bible reading. I'm going to have to read the Bible around about 7 o'clock because I noticed that between 7 and 8 o'clock, you all are up and about and ready to hear the Bible reading. And when I'm reading it at 4 o'clock in the morning, is me alone. Is me alone here. Very rarely me see two because somebody come. But other than that, I'm me alone reading. So tomorrow when I read, I'm going to read a little bit later in the 7 o'clock hours when I know that many of you have awakened. All right. And then I have another book that I'm reading that I need to start reading online as well. I want to say thanks again, everybody, for coming in. I sincerely appreciate you. You all, oftentimes it's when I am leaving the live that I see the most people in the live, but I got to go. Auntie Trev got to go, my loves. Love you all, Andrea and Winsome and Desiree and everybody else in the chat. I sincerely appreciate you all, guys. And I hope you all have yourselves a great night. Come back at just 8:15 for you. You're 2 hours behind me. Speed up your clock. It's 10 something for me. So it's time for me to go hold another little rest so that tomorrow I can have a full day to run up and down and do all that I got to do. All right, guys. So that's going to be it from me for tonight. Until next time, when we come back with another chat. This is Trev from Essence, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a great day, everybody, and see you all in the morning. Have a good night, guys. Have yourselves a great night.